day everyone! So we are the group 3. So today we are going to talk about the Adams method. So for our general objectives, at the end of 10 to 15 minutes of recorded lecture discussion, the level 2 students would be able to acquire the positive attitude, adequate knowledge, and skills in the Adams methods of apportionment. Specifically, the students can define the Adams method as a proportional representation system used to allocating seats in a legislature. Understand the concepts of quota, divisor, standard divisor, and modified divisor in the context of Adams method. Identify the 5 steps of the Adams method and their purpose. Demonstrate the proper technique for each step of the Adams method. Evaluate the fairness of Adams method, recognizing its strengths and potential weaknesses. And lastly, to apply how Adams method might be used in real life or world political scenarios.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Kiras.
Imagine you're organizing a school trip and need to divide up the seats on the bus fairly. Each class has a different number of students, so how can you make sure everyone gets a fair share of seats? Today, we'll explore a method called Adams method, which helps us divide things proportionally and fairly. This method is actually used in real-world scenarios, like allocating seats in legislatures. Did you know Adams method is a theory used to determine how many seats each state receives in the U.S. House of Representatives? It was developed by John Quincy Adams in 1832.
Hi, I'm Shalomit Jacob Kuban. So for the description, Adams method is a code-based system that utilizes a modified divisor to allocate seats. Unlike some other methods, it prioritizes larger parties while still ensuring a degree of proportionality.
Hi guys, I am Hazel Ann Alusada and I'm going to talk about the definition of terms. So first is we have quota. Quota is a target number of seats a party or candidate is entitled to based on their vote share. Then we have the upper quota. Upper quota is the highest possible number of seats a party can receive based on their vote share. And the divisor. Divisor is a number used to divide the total votes received by each party to determine the initial allocation of seats. Then we have the standard divisor, a number used to calculate the quota for each party. Next is the standard quotient, a party votes divided by the standard divisor. Next is the modified divisor, a divisor that is adjusted throughout the allocation process to ensure a more proportional outcome. We have the last one, which is the modified quotient, the result of dividing the party's total votes by modified divisor.
I am Lapata Sofia Janine, so I'm going to discuss about the steps and procedures. Number 1, step 1 is calculate the quota. To calculate the quota is to divide the total number of the seats by the total number of votes. This gives you the ideal number of seats per vote. Number 2 is calculate the standard quota. Is to divide each party's votes by that standard divisor. Step 3 is initial allocation. Round each party's standard quotient down to the nearest whole number. This gives you the upper quota. Step 4, adjust the standard divisor. If the total number of seats assigned is less than the total number of seats available, adjust the standard divisor or usually make it smaller and repeat steps 2 and 3. And lastly, for step 5 is continue adjusting. Keep adjusting the standard divisor until the total number of seats assigned equals to the total number of seats available.
I am Regis Medan Aston and I am going to present a sample problem. Let's say we have 3 parties, A, B, C, competing for 10 seats in a legislature. Party A received 400 votes, Party B received 200 votes, and Party C received 200 votes.
And to solve the sample problem is we need to calculate the quota first. So we need to find the summation of our total votes of our 3 parties.
for our party A, we have 400 plus our party B is 300 plus, and for our party C, we have our 200 equals 900 votes. And for our given is we have our 10 seats. Then to find our quota is we need to divide it by the total votes over the total seats. So we have 900 divided by 10 equals 90. So our 90 now is our standard divisor. For step 2 is we need to calculate the standard quota. So calculate the standard quota is we have our standard divisor which is 90, right? So to find our standard quota is we need to divide it each party vote over the standard divisor which is 90. So our party A, we have 400 divided by our standard divisor in 90 equals 4.444. And for our party B, the votes is 300 and divided by our standard divisor 90 equals 3.333. And lastly, for the party C, we have the 200 votes and divided by our standard divisor which is 90 equals 2.222. For step 3, we need to find the initial allocation. So the initial allocation is this is our upper quota or our upper quotient. So to find the initial allocation is we have already our standard quota which is 4.444. So to find the upper quota is we need to round off to the nearest whole number. So 4.444 is less than by 5, so it remains by 4. Then for the party B is 3.333 and it is less than by 5, so it remains 3. For party C, we have 2.222 is less than by 5, so it remains 2. So find our upper quotas is we need to add all or summation the three parties of their quotas. So we have 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. So in this case, this is less than the total seats available. So we need to adjust our divisor because our total seats given should be 10 seats.
Hello, I'm Mary Cristel Ruiz and I'll be continuing to solve the sample problem. So next step will be step 4 is to adjust the divisor or what you call modified divisor. Let's say our modified divisor is 88. So to calculate the modified quota, we need to divide each total votes by 88. So party A would be 400 divided by 88 is equals to 4.545. And for party B, 300 divided by 88 is equals to 3.409. And for party C, 200 divided by 88 is equals to 2.272. So that's how to calculate the modified quota for each party. To calculate the upper quotas, we need to round off the modified quota by the nearest whole number. So for the party A is 4.545 and round off the nearest whole number is equals to 5. For party B, 3.409 is equals to 3, and party C, 2.272 is equals to 0. To calculate the upper quotas, we need to add all the modified quota. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 2 is equals to 10. So for the interpretation or answer, therefore, the final seat allocation using Adams' method is party A is equals to 5 seats, party B is 3 seats, party C 2 seats, and 10 is the total number of seats assigned equals the total number of seats available.
I'm Honoria Kishan. For conclusion and generalization for Adams' methods, Adams' method is a fair and efficient way to allocate seats, ensuring representation is proportional to both It's a valuable tool for democracy, making sure all voices are heard. While not perfect, it's a significant improvement over other methods that can lead to unfair outcomes. Adams' method, while not perfectly proportional, offers a relatively fair and transparent way to allocate seats in a party. It balances the need for proportional representation with the practical consideration of ensuring larger parties have a great influence. These are our represented.
That's all for our discussion about Adam's method. Thank you for listening from Group 3. Bye!